keeping everything sectioned and organized so I don't go crazy. Because you can't go crazy in this process. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl NELIA. Welcome back to my channel and back for another video. It's that time. It's that time to take out my mini twist with human extensions. I already kind of started the process so I can like have a better idea of the best method for this. And it's similar to my regular mini twist. So this I can safely say is exactly how I would take out just my regular mini twist. So just with some added hair with it. So this is what my hair looked like before I started the process. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad, but one of the things this year I really wanted to focus on was not keeping in protective styles too long, because not only can the hair be kind of rough and dry out my hair, but I think also just keeping it in for so long and not letting my hair really have a good wash day can also cause some more breakage and damage as well. So it's been about 3 weeks, I want to say. So mostly the month of February I had these extensions in my hair, and yeah, today's the day we're finally taking them out. I'm super excited. I feel like they would have lasted and looked a bit better if I wasn't such an active girly. If you're new to my channel, I do run a lot and I work out, so I'm constantly sweating and I sweat right in my scalp, so my hair is always frizzing up, always kind of looking crazy and poking out of my extensions. But luckily this was a style that didn't look too bad the older it got, so it definitely kind of looked more natural. As I said in my installation video, I really enjoyed the human hair versus synthetic hair. I feel like obviously it's just better. It was softer, it received moisture the best, and overall I just had a really good experience with it. Now I'm about to take it out and show you guys how that process is going. And I will say mini twists in general, but especially mini twists with these extensions, it's a process. So I always like to say if it took you 4 hours to put the mini twist in, it'll probably take half that time to take them out if you're being very careful. I think mini twists, the con for them is definitely takedown, because that's where people get impatient. Knots, breakage, all that can happen in the takedown process. So I'm going to show you guys really what I'd like to do, and I'm just warning you, it is a consuming task, but worth it because we want our hair to be healthy as possible with these protective styles, and the takedown is essential to that process. I'm using just a few products here to take my twist down. We have, of course, just some plain water in this spray bottle. I do have 2 detangling tools because I wasn't sure which one would be best. So we have our Felicia Leatherwood detangler brush. I like this one because it's a little bit more narrow, and I have my unbrush as well. I'm just cleaning these out so you guys can see. I've done a whole review on my unbrush and comparing it to the older unbrushes and but this is the newer unbrush. It's like one of those amazing detangler things, and I love it. So I have these 2 tools, of course lots of clips, and I have in some leave-in conditioner that I don't care too much about because this will be rinsed out eventually when I do wash my hair. So this is just the TGIN protective leave-in conditioner. For whatever reason, my hair does not like this leave-in conditioner, but for the purpose of this takedown, it's been doing pretty well. So just a recap of what I'm doing. I'm taking the twist down and then I'm braiding them up into these chunky braids. And that's pretty much how I'm keeping everything sectioned and organized so I don't go crazy. Because you can't go crazy in this process. So we have the front left, which I wanted to save for camera, and we're just going to split it up into 2. And we're going to start with this twist right here. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see. Now, what are some things that I would have done differently with installing these? I think for one, I'm just gonna tie these chunky finished braids to the back. I think one of the things I would have done is probably gotten them in a longer length. I got 18 inches thinking that that was long enough for my hair, but really my hair is getting kind of long, and my real hair was literally at the end of some of these. So I had to be very careful with my ends because it was really my hair and I couldn't just treat it any type of way. So here's the end of this one. And I kind of start up a little high and I kind of unravel this way. Now, granted, that can only happen if you do not share when you're twisting, and I talked about that in my last video about the do's and do nots of mini twist. Do not share. Sharing makes the takedown even worse. So if you don't share, you should be able to easily unravel the whole entire twist. Now with this set of twists, I do have extensions, so some of that hair will come out before the other. And I don't think I have one in this one. Okay, so this one is just one whole piece. So see how easily I'm just able to grab it and just pull it apart? Super simple because I did not share. So the braid is at the top. So we're just gonna gently take the braid apart and boom. So I am going to be saving the pieces that are salvageable and this hair can definitely be rewashed and reused. If you want to see a video of me reusing or just how I reuse hair and like the process I go about washing it and everything, let me know. Finger detangling, catching any knots and stray hair, going in with the Felicia, and boom, that section is done. Now these parts by my ear, and of course my edges are, you know, the thinnest areas, and I did redo them, so they are not that difficult to take out. So I am trying to be really gentle with these. Pull those apart and then just start unraveling, untwisting, and unraveling. Again, if you don't share, this is an easy process. Now, if you shared pieces while twisting, you can't do this. You can't be with us. So here you go. This one was one of those twist in sections, and boom. And you can see a lot of buildup in this area because this is where I was kind of edge control crazy, which is kind of gross. So again, Felicia on that little section. I'm gonna try to get that product gunk out. Ugh. I'm gonna spray some water to help loosen it up. Ugh, I hate when I have product buildup from edge control. I just think it's so gross. And I actually really try to wash my edges every night before bed, but you know, you can't get it all. Yuck. Okay. So we're definitely gonna have fun washing that out. So that's primarily what I've been doing. And I'll do one chunk and then detangle it, and I'll show you guys when I finish a chunk. But see, some of these have extensions in them and some of them I'm not saving because like they're just too skinny. But here you go. I'm telling you, not sharing makes the takedown process so much easier. And this one's about to just slide out. Yep. Boop. Then you're left with this. I always try to finger detangle first. And I will also say, because I didn't leave these in too long, that they are easier to come out. I'm noticing versus when I leave protective styles in too long, they're kind of starting to mat up upon itself a little bit. And you know, unless we're locking, I don't want to do that. So that ripping you're hearing is the extensions, so please don't be alarmed. If there wasn't a ripping sound, then that's my real hair. Extension. Ugh. Okay, I know y'all see that product built up. That's so nasty. This is also a lesson to me to not use too much of that braid gel because I feel like I should have known this before, but I don't need a lot. And it's really heavy. Oh, that's gross. Ooh. Always start at the bottom first and then slide it out. Ugh. Yeah, yucky. All right, so I'm gonna continue doing this section and I'll kind of show you guys what I do after I get like a good section and how I just detangle that and moisturize it. Okay, so we just finished my right side. As you can see, I don't always detangle as I go. I kind of just leave them sometimes just to get a quicker take out. So what I'm gonna do is just divide this again into kind of half. And then I'm gonna spray this section with water. And make sure it's saturated. And while I'm doing this, I'm also pulling out excess hair. I can feel it. Just a little bit. You Can't even see it. Then I'm going to take in that leave-in conditioner I talked about and rub that throughout the section. And we're going to take the unbrush and just gently start at the ends and travel up. Now, if you need to do a smaller section than this, feel free to do so. I just know the front of my hair is really, like, it's easier to deal with, so I know it can handle this. Careful around the edges though. And I'm seeing a lot of buildup from that braider gel I used, so I'm starting to question if I want to keep using that. And it feels so nice to brush through my hair again. We're just gonna do a simple braid, and that's just gonna help me keep it detangled until we do our wash day. And I'm taking a rubber band. You can take a hair tie, whatever you have, and just tying off that end. And boom, we're done with that. Spray with water, which feels amazing. Scalp, scalp, scalp. I can't believe I believed everything we had was less. We young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of one day having your kids. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. I can't believe I felt. Okay, so we just finished that section and I'm just sticking it in the back. So here we go. So now we just have this section left. We're done. So I'll be back when I'm done with this section and we can see what it's looking like. Okay, so we are officially done with taking the twist out and detangling. I think it was a super simple process. My hair actually feels pretty good. I can still feel all the products that I used for like moisture and keeping that inside my hair from 3 weeks ago. So my hair does feel decent. My scalp does have some leftover product buildup, again maybe from that braider gel, so I might have to stop using that. I'm not sure. I might be a little too heavy-handed with it, but it looks good so far. This is all the hair that came out, which is crazy, but honestly this doesn't look more or less than my usual shedding for 3 weeks, so I'm not too worried about this, but I'm gonna keep track of it and use this video to keep track of it. This is the shedding. Yeah, so whew. Next would be my wash day treatment, which I'm not going to include in this video because I've done it so many times, but I'm going to come back with my final results and my final thoughts, so stay tuned. Controlling and you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day